Okay, hello, welcome. Still will keep the timer for like 2 more minutes, that's fine. I'm just looking through these tips. Never played this game before. It's gonna be a new experience. Not very common. Damn right into it. Yeah. Alright, so is this kind of similar to Faster Than Light? DL? I suppose the ship combat, like it looks a little bit similar, right? But maybe it's far more deeper. Because FTL is very simplistic. No. Oh, it's a space game. That's in that case it's similar. But in all the other things, you control your ships in this. Okay. So you can have multiple, you can have like a fleet. You don't one. And have encounters. Instead you just fly through the open space. Sounds better. You can build a fleet, okay. You can have very large fleets. But you only directly control one at a time, right? Oh yeah, makes sense. That makes sense. I think I will like this, but I might suck at it. Reverse. Very large, very expensive. Yeah, figures. Get a learning curve. Okay. Die a lot early on. Okay. I just need to not be salted. Fine. It's a new thing, so I shouldn't. I guess there will be something like a tutorial or something, right? It's not gonna just throw me into the sandbox and say, play however you like, and then you suffer. I think there's gonna be at least like a mission you can do initially or something like that. I guess you'll find out soon enough. So let's shut off the browser source. Okay. There are tutorials as a section. Oh, I guess you'll take a look at that. Okay. All this. Welcome to the Starsector combat tutorial. This part will go over the combat basics. Let's get started. Your flagship for this tutorial is a Hammerhead class destroyer. First things first, let's learn how to get it moving. By the way, you can pause and unpause the game anytime by pressing space. Right. Press A and D to turn, B and S to accelerate forward and backwards, hold C to bring your ship to a halt. Moving the mouse around pans your view. You can also use the mouse wheel to zoom in and out. Right. Ships can also strafe sideways. Particularly useful if you don't want to move while keeping your front-facing weapons pointed at your target. Your ship will turn towards your mouse pointer while you strafe, so keep the cursor on top of the target. It's an enemy ship, and first class destroyer, your 12 o'clock. Weapon and maneuvering systems are disabled. Let's try strafing. Hold down Shift and press A or D to circle around the enemy ship. You also need to use V and S to manage the distance. Continue when you feel comfortable with it. Okay. Keep our distance and so you strafed. Good to have. You need to have a feel for it, I guess. Yeah, but I'm very clumsy. Also has some physics, so. Okay. I think we can handle that. Bring the ship to a stop. Mount up weapon. Yeah, Hammerhead's weapons are organized in 3 groups. Press 1, 2, and 3 to switch between groups. Left click to fire the selected group. You just try and continue when you are ready. We have 3 different weapon sets. We have Assault Chain Gun, high explosive damage, linked auto fire. We have Sabot SRM. What is this? Is it a cannon? No, it looks like it's something small. Is it a missile? I guess the second thing is a missile, and then the third one is a laser that can be targeted anywhere. Short range missile, yeah. Well, let's get a little closer. Right. Gun. And you can see flux. This is like overheat, I guess. You're getting some experience, or is it? No. Just the shield damage. I was looking at this. Now, what are these missiles? How do they behave? Very powerful. A laser is just a tickling beam, basically. Later on, we can set some weapon groups to auto-fire when in range. Makes it simpler. Yeah, that makes actually good sense. So, the tickling beam can be auto-fire. That could be very useful, I think. Focus on the cannon or the missiles. Makes sense. Right. Guided missiles require a target. By default, they will lock onto the enemy nearest to your cursor when you fire. Good. Yeah, and you can do that later on when you have your own game, right? This is the tutorial, so we shouldn't bother about these things yet, I guess. Yeah, okay. You can also look onto specific enemy to ensure missiles go after it, and to see more information about it. Hover over the enemy ship and press R to target it. Okay. Now on the defenses. Most ships use shields to defend against incoming damage. The Hammerhead has front-facing shields, but some ships have omnidirectional shields that can rotate to face threats from any direction. Right. Right-click to turn on your shields. Okay. Firing most weapons except for missiles generates flux. Airships has limited flux capacity, and managing to use it on is key to survival. You can see your current flux level on the info display, lower left corner. Yeah, right. That. So that rise when we fire. Do missiles also raise it? No. But missiles have limited ammunition, I think it's said. Tips. Fire assault chain guns for a bit and watch how they build up. Yes. Let's try to overheat it, I guess. Stamina bar is important, setting the pace for combat, yeah. So if you overheat it, you still can fire, but no shields. And I guess the fire rate is slower. And do you also not have ammunition? It looks like no. Okay. Flux from these dissipates almost as quickly as generated. Different ships and ship loadouts dissipate flux at different rates, and so you can support varying amounts of weapons effectively. It's quite cheating at the moment. Normally when you overheat, it has some bad side effects. Shield generates flux continuously while they're up, and generate even more flux every time they absorb damage. Okay, right. So if you are not taking any damage from the shields, keeping them off will let you put out more firepower. Now let's see how these shields hold up under fire. Okay. Where are the shields? Generates flux as we are getting hit. Still isn't going down right. Flux gained when shields absorb damage is called hard flux. It only dissipates while the shields are off. So you can't keep shields up indefinitely while taking damage. Kinda fucked up. I don't like that. If you deactivate it, it will go down. And if you reactivate it, it keeps it still, right? Flux gained from firing weapons is called soft flux. You can dissipate while its shields are up. Yeah, right. You basically can't always be aggressive. The game forces you to back off briefly to lose flux. Okay. It depends also on the speed of combat. I haven't seen the enemy ships moving yet. If it's very chaotic, I'm gonna struggle because I'm not very good at these things, I don't think. The notch on the flux bar indicates your hard flux level. Good, now let's see what happens if you keep your shields on under fire for too long. Not good. When flux maxes out from shield hits, your ship overloads. Yeah, that's the thing you are looking for. While the ship is overloaded, can't fire or raise shields, dissipates flux very slowly, but can still maneuver normally. Okay. Wait for the overload to end. And the ship no longer overloaded. Flux is back to dissipating at normal rate. Also vent flux dissipated at double normal rate. Okay. Hey, Super Cheese. While venting, your ship can't fire or use shields, so you generally don't want to do it when it's safe. Press V to vent. As you can see, you've now been flanked by a pair of Flasher-class frigates. Right. They're going to start launching missiles at you. Fortunately, this missile... Oh no. Ah. They aren't very effective as well-armored ships. Just sit tight and let them get a few volleys off. Yeah. Doing nothing. It'd be nice to shoot these down. Got some point defense lasers just for that, but it's almost impossible to manually target all the incoming missiles. Fortunately, you can set any weapon group on auto fire, making the weapons identify and attack targets on their own. Press Ctrl 3 to enable auto fire for the point defense lasers in group 3. Yeah, right, so Ctrl 1, 2 or 3 would enable. Selecting an auto fire group will result in a manual override. Note how the lasers switch to attacking the missiles as soon as they are launched, when defense weapons will prioritize targeting missiles. Okay. Regular weapons will not target missiles automatically. Each ship also has a special system and active ability it can perform. For the Hammerhead, an accelerated ammo feeder that greatly increases the rate of fire for ballistic weapons. Some ship systems have limited uses, some generate flux, some have cooldown, and some use combination of those. Okay. The accelerated ammo feeder must cool down before it can be used again. Press F to activate the accelerated ammo feeder and fire assault chain guns to see the effect. So normally it's like this, and if we activate it, much faster. It also doesn't seem to build up the flux as quickly. Congratulations, you have completed the basic combat tutorial. Okay, so this is everything we need to know. What is this? Command points. Okay. I guess we'll do the rest of the tutorials. Welcome to the advanced combat tutorial. Let's get started. Your flagship is still the same Hammerhead, but the point... okay. But the point defense lasers have been swapped out for an ion cannons. More on those later. But I've gone over the basics of using weapons in the previous tutorial. Now let's take a look at picking the right weapon for the job. Each weapon deals with damage of a particular type. Kinetic damage deals 200% damage to shields, but only 50% armor. Since the enemy ship has its shield up, let's start off by firing some missiles. More effective bring them shields. Okay, they have full flux. Did we do it? Come on. Hey Morris. Welcome. Okay, now we can just destroy it, I guess. I'm just playing the tutorial, so no real thoughts about it yet. Some of the mechanics seem like they will be micro-intensive, which is terrifying. Great work with these shields down and overload and progress. The enemy ship is vulnerable. Next step is to bring down its armor. I think we've done that. Explosive damage deals 200% to armor, but only 50% to shields. We'll have the hammerhead. Okay. No, what? Well, I've killed it. Be careful. When a ship is disabled, the explosion deals damage to all nearby ships, except for fighters. Okay. Yeah, probably what ends up happening. Make sure you are far enough away to avoid damage. Both ship's lengths should be enough. 2 damage types we haven't looked at yet. Fragmentation damage deals only 25% to armor and shields, but usually costs less little flux and has high base DPS value, making it effective as exposed hull or lightly armored unshielded targets like missiles and fighters. Energy damage deals 100% of its listed damage to everything. Some weapons also deal EMP damage in addition to the normal damage type. EMP damage does not affect shields, armor or hull, but it can quickly disable enemy weapons and engines. Your iron cannons deal lots of EMP damage and little else. Switch to the iron cannons and disable some of the weapons Enforcer. Okay, so you can hit individual tanks. So now maneuver behind the enemy ship to disable engines. Take out more than half to cause total flame out. Right. The ship is now sitting dark, it won't be able to maneuver at all, so its engines are back online. Non-EMP weapons can also disable engines and weapons, but EMP weapons bypass armor and get the job done faster. Take another look at shields. Turn on your shields and decide for a moment to be attacked with beam weapons. Hammerhead is definitely spoiling tutorial. Nice, because it's literally a good ship. Okay. You can see your ship is not building up flux despite the shields being under fire. Well, yes. This is because beam weapons generate soft flux when hitting shields, right? So you can regenerate it. This may make them seem weak, but remember that this flux still needs to be dissipated, leaving that much less flux dissipation to power weapons. Weapons are also very efficient and need little flux to fire. Converted cargo ships. Ships receive an ancient boost, bonus top speed and maneuverability when their flux level and flux generation are at 0. Right. Turn shields on even without taking any damage is enough to cancel the bonus. Travel through the nebula in front of your ship, noting how your ship moves faster when the shields are down. Yeah, it's noticeable. You can even see the boost, right? The engine boost is particularly important for larger ships, which have much lower top speed without it, right? You also change the options to make it so the movement keys make you go sideways if you find the spinning weird. You mean like have the shift my cursor be always a thing? I guess that could be useful. So I don't have to use the shift all the time. Otherwise I'm just gonna get a cramp. I'm gonna probably press it all the time. Engine boost, okay. To maintain the engine boost for a ship with auto-firing weapons, you can press X to hold fire. Carriers will also need to press Z to pull back their fighters. It'd be the shift thing by default and makes the new shift what you have now. Okay. I think I'm gonna keep it like this for now. We'll see. Congratulations, you completed the advanced combat tutorial. It's probably a good idea to complete a fleet command tutorial next. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So it's gonna throw me out. You can take a look at the settings. That's gonna help you explain it better. Zoom out. There are saves in this game. I guess we are not gonna use saves to suffer. Speed up time shift. Oh, that's the campaign map, right? Well, my strafing is Q and E, but it's also doing it with A and D if I hold shift. Is strafe and turn to cursor is shift. In settings. Invert behavior of strafe and turn cursor button. That would make it inversed. I don't want that. Like if I move left, it's gonna move right. I think, right? That's the one. Okay, I'm gonna trust you. See if I die from looking at that tutorials fleet command. Welcome to the Starsector fleet command tutorial. Let's get started. At the start of a battle, you have to decide which ships to deploy. Recovering after a deployment costs supplies, so you usually don't want to just deploy everything. Okay. Don't have one ship, it's deployed automatically. Let's change it back. Yeah. Just give me a sec. Deploy ships, press reinforcements button on the upper right. Hammerhead. Kinda in the way. Yeah. Okay, let's just... It told me we shouldn't deploy everything. Since this tutorial and supply costs aren't an issue, deploy everything. Okay. Like, Gothic, Battlefleet Gothic, in a sense, I guess. Good, now let's create some assignments for your ships to carry out. First thing we want to do is capture some objectives. Locations especially suited for deployment of now buoys, sensor arrays, and com relays. Bonuses these provide are modest, but they add up, especially given that if you don't hold them, the enemy will. Left click of the nav buoy. Capture. Enough ships will be assigned to match enemy forces in vicinity. Once the objective is secured, the assignment will change control. Nearby frigate is automatically assigned to the task, so the arrow on the map indicates. Pan the view around, right click and drag, or move the mouse to the edge of the screen. You can toggle the command UI and pressing tab, but yeah. Creating an assignment costs a command point. Also opens the command channel. While it's open, giving orders is free. You can also manually assign a ship to perform a task. Select one of the ship, one of the other frigates. Right click on the com relay. Right. An assignment appropriate to your selection and you right clicked, also created. this case, another capture. You can also assign specific ships to existing assignments by selecting them and right-clicking on the assignment. Now that the orders are locked in, let's unpause, press space, and wait for the ships to secure the objective. You can keep an eye out on each ship, doing by clicking on it and select them, show a video feed. Where is the video feed? There. Right. Go ahead, try it out, press the show video feed button. We've already done that now. Press escape. You can also exit the feed by pressing F. Pressing and holding Q will show a quick video feed that only lasts for as long as the key is held down. That's actually useful. Yeah. Press tab to open the command UI if necessary and unpause. Tutorial will resume once both objectives are captured. Enemy ships in sight. Give a couple of orders to make the battles go smoothly for your side. The enemy cruiser is tough but relatively harmless. We'd like our ships to focus on the more dangerous enemy first. Select the cruiser. Select avoid. Good. Now let's order our ships to focus on the enemy destroyer. Hey FGs, welcome. Thanks for the ride. The only target left, so they'll naturally do that anyway, but giving an eliminate order will also make them more aggressive. Okay. The eliminate order is... Hey Basilos, welcome. Another person sucked into the sector. I haven't played this before, and it has 1 hour long playload today, so that's why we are here, going through the tutorial. Some of the ships in your fleet will now engage the enemy destroyer, and the rest will try to hold the objectives, with all avoiding the enemy cruiser. You might have noticed that you are not directly controlling a ship at the moment. This can happen if you don't deploy your flagship, or if your flagship is destroyed. Yeah, that's what happened to me a few weeks ago. I lost quite some time on this. Transfer command to the hammerhead so you can pilot it yourself and play out the rest of the battle. You should transfer. Okay. Let's fly it again. Congratulations, you've completed the fleet command tutorial. Feel free to experiment with other assignments and to explore the tactical options they offer. You can win this battle. You can also press escape to leave the tutorial. Okay. What do we have? Porter, Hives, Harpoon, Railgun. Can we do Control 3, Control 4? Now where's the enemy? Right. Is the enemy cruiser? Yes it is. Got kind of fucked up because I didn't have my shields initially. This an enemy ship? I guess it is. I immediately get destroyed. Fine. I'm not sure where the other ships are. It's a suggestion here. Not sure what these things are. And why the other ships haven't really done anything. Civilian cruiser. The shields button suggestion. Here's our fighters from the cruiser. Okay, right. Makes sense. Well, let's just leave the tutorial. I hope that the battles are not gonna get cruisers in immediately when I actually play the game. I guess we can keep whatever profile picture. Sector H, who does it affect? Planets, more mineral resources, fewer habitable worlds. Well, mixed, I guess. Normal size. Yeah. Okay, I need to choose my last things. We have 2000 credits, I guess. Okay. Adventure. What do you think we should pick for the first life? I'm sure it's gonna end very soon, but... Number 2, Scavenger, okay. In addition, my fleet includes... I need to have another ship already, okay. One a lot, okay. Kite class shuttle under the command of an experienced subordinate. Triple class drone tender with a cargo of heavy machinery. What does it do? For 2 other ships. Also, the game said mineral resources. Is there mining in this game? Or commerce? Or is it just fighting? Cargo is money, drones are like fighters. Okay. So the campaign difficulty level. This is recommended for a new first-time player. Okay, let's listen to the game, I guess. There's a lot of commerce. There's commerce and salvaging, not mining, okay. I've already done the tutorial. Colonize that mine. Oh, yeah, right. Okay. I've done the tutorial game. Oh, right. A different kind of tutorial then. We'll see how it differs. Okay. It didn't say anything about it being a different tutorial, that's why I was confused. Welcome to the sector. Your fleet is in the middle of nowhere and critical low on supplies. It's usually worth doing even for experienced players, to be honest. More gentle start. Okay. If you don't acquire more supplies, your fleet will suffer through a slow but ultimately fatal decline. You decide to continue. Fortunately, there's a debris field nearby. Move up into it and activate your scavenge ability to search it for useful cargo. Scavenging requires heavy machinery, but there is some in your cargo holds. Scavenge ability gained. Make sure to take all of the supplies and any other valuable cargo, but feel free to leave the cheap bulky metals behind. Get your fleet moving. Click on empty space in the direction. We just up, yeah, there's the field, I guess. And scavenge, is it found? Press 6, right? It's yeah. Your fleet assumes a stable orbit relative to the debris field. The field appears stable and will not drift apart anytime soon. Long-range scans indicate it's possible something of value could be found inside. Salvage that remains is extremely difficult to get to, and there is high risk involved in running a salvage operation. Thus, we have 30 machinery and 80 crew. Effectiveness 13%. Density. Well, I might actually float closer, right? Did it change the values? No, it did not. Density of the debris field affects both the amount of resistance and the number of rare items found. An accident during the operation has resulted in loss of 3 crew and 4 heavy machinery. That's great. But we managed to gain something. What is this? Metals. Refined forms of both ferrous and common non-ferrous metals in most construction and goods production. Ingots follow traditional domain standards. Base value 30 credits per unit, 5 units. Is there a weight to the system? Combat readiness, burn level. Yes. Repairs, fallen armor, profile, range. It's supply use, leads carrying 10 supplies and requires 0.23 supplies per day. Well, what is this? Machinery, let's just take that. Supplies. Certain supplies required by ships and crew, ranging from rations and uniforms to munitions, spare parts, microfab, stock and prefab components. 100 credits per unit and 25 supplies. Let's get that. Fuel, starship fuel, and interstellar civilization relies, composed of antimatter trapped in chlorine shells, mixed in a semi-stable form with heavy isotopes of hydrogen. Fairly safe. Okay. Let's just take the fuel. You have the metals as well, so let's pick that. Now, is this cargo capacity? Yes. Okay. Personal capacity, cargo capacity. Cannot hoard things, I guess. So we've done that. We've gained some experience apparently. Is the time passing right now, or how does it work? Yes. Okay. Now, the tutorial didn't really say anything else. Press F5 to quick save. I don't have saves, but well, apparently it saved the game. I run the Iron Man mode too. Well, whatever. Pirate fleet is approaching. Frosty was spotted as a sensor contact, then as an unidentified fleet, and then when it gets very close, you'll see its true colors. Decide to continue. Don't worry, the pirate ship is a shoddy rust bucket, and if you do lose, you can press F9 to quick load. Even so, combat can be expensive, especially if there is no bounty on the enemy you fight. Deploying ships into battle reduces the combat readiness, and recovering CR consumes supplies. Battle damage can cost even more supplies to repair. However, fighting is often necessary to survive. Wait for the pirate fleet to approach, then defeat them. Okay. We should wait for them to approach. They're actually coming. So this is how it works. You need to actually get into that range to initiate combat, right? Pirate ship maneuvers prevent you from disengaging easily. It does not appear to be certain of your identity. Any hostiles will have reduced impact on your reputation. Rogue miner. Move into engage. Transfer command. I guess we should do that. Select flagship. It's our right? Yeah. You can select which ships to deploy at the beginning of each battle, and deploy reinforcements as the battle goes on. Deploying a ship reduces its combat readiness by a fixed amount. In addition, ships will begin to gradually lose combat readiness after a peak readiness time runs out. Recovering combat readiness takes time and consumes valuable supplies. Well, we already were told that before. No ships deployed. Select them. Deploy. Projected deployment recovery costs 7 supplies. Did all costs that? Okay, great. So this is the order phase, I guess. Well sold. Are there any points to capture or anything like that? I don't think so. Costs us command points to do that. Is it bad to spend your command points? No, you just gain them per time. Okay. Let's just do full assault. When we hover over our ship, we can see it in real space, right? Okay, there is a ship. This one is having trouble to catch up. This one is good, dodges a lot. You know, it's taking a lot. Fire. I kinda need this to catch up, but it's just so slow. Like, you know, now it's air combat a little bit. Maybe we can catch up to it, finally, like this. Back. Cancel these. I guess our main one should be fine. Okay, I'm in control now, apparently. Was I in control the whole time? Possible. So bad at this. Hand cannon, light missiles. I guess you'll use the missiles initially. Locking down on Hammerhead. I'm not sure yet. Okay. Is it neutralized completely? No, fleet has been destroyed, okay. Pirate ship maneuvers to prevent you from disengaging. Okay, that happened before. Relationship with pirates reduced by 3, currently hostile. Give orders to a flagship on the map, it goes on autopilot, but using any controls turns the autopilot off. You can also toggle it with EU. Okay. Well, fast ships. The other start option was very much to my liking. Okay. Yeah, this one is kind of slow. Salvage crews are able to recover some credits from CPU cores still active in the wreckage. Do it. Supplies, it's gonna cover the cost of the deployment, I guess. Fuel as well. Okay, and metals, I'm gonna pick it up. Fleet supply consumption has just gone up. Recovering supply readiness used to deploy ships. Yes, we know. I already told you not to tell me this again. You have 4 story points to spend. You have 2 skill points. So that is like a progression system, I guess. Take a look. Story points enables you to take actions that are in some way exceptional. Range of effects includes making permanent modifications to ships, improving the effects of skills of customization, and getting dialogue options that are not otherwise available, just disengaging unscathed from a battle. You gain 4 story points over the course of each level. Additionally, you will continue to gain story points after reaching the maximum level. Bonus experience. Some use of story points grant bonus experience, which doubles your experience gain until it's used up, plus long-term impact for bonus experience it grants. Spectacularly ugly, yeah. Well, it's the basic character. I just went with whatever was there, since the first one is probably gonna be, you know, short-lived. I don't really care that much. This is still learning. Learning a skill requires 1 skill point. Some skills can be made elite. They are learned, but this requires a story point, skill point. You gain 1 skill point when you level up. Total 15 skill points will be available after you reach a maximum level. Okay, so you can only have that amount of things. What is industry? Skills that improve efficiency of resilience of your fleet and make it easier to recover from loss. Perhaps you will also learn how to smile. Yeah, it's like upside down smile, it's a frown. Where's that? So we need to invest into, like, these categories are all unlocked, right? So you can just pick skills like this. Plug transport. Affects all ships plus 50% cargo capacity. Well, it's kinda insane, isn't it? These bonuses are probably game changing then. Cargo seems good. Cover from abandoned stations and other derelicts. Other salvage, like this, I would probably play this game like auto management without manual stuff and go full industry. Is there something that affects all ships here? No. All combat ships. Weapon damage 5%. That's not that good. Marine casualties suffering during ground operations rates. Could be good, I guess, but I think the industry is good. Okay, unlock that. Get a salvaging as well. Then we have story points, but I don't think I can get the story points to be spent on anything. It said that you need them to improve a skill that you already have, something like that. I guess you'll skip these for now. Elite versions, okay, right? Yeah. The skill needs an elite version as well. I see. Okay. I'm gonna probably end up having more story points than anything else then, but doesn't really matter, that's fine. Confirm it. Any of them damaged? No. Refitting ships. Base goes it lose some combat readiness. The amount lost depends on the extent of the changes made, as indicated by the dimmed portion of the combat readiness bar. Refitting at a market or station doesn't reduce combat readiness. Okay, good to know. Rent cargo. Left click to pick up a stack. Shift click to pick up item from a stack one at a time. Shift click and hold, then drag, pick up specific quantity. Control click to transfer the entire stack without picking it up. I found that if you really don't go on a spending spree, I usually have a good look at them. Okay, yeah, makes sense. We have all, or you can filter things. Okay. Map, that's the immediate area, I guess. Then we have Intel on its faction. Is there are different factions? Do we belong to this faction? But it's like Luddites, right? Yeah. I'm probably gonna have to look up these factions eventually, but for now it's probably not consequential as much. Maybe look up the main one, Dirty Pathers. Yeah. The hegemony is a martial successor state to the domain formed by a lost legion. I'm gonna have to take a drink, give me a sec. Trapped in a backwater system by the collapse of the domain gate network built upon by creative interpretation of protocols that indefinitely extends domain-style martial law. The founders of the hegemony believed that the overriding cause of restoring the domain and therefore stability, peace and prosperity to the sector, and indeed the entire galaxy, must come before certain niceties of human rights. Survival of humanity is at stake, and it's the discipline of the hegemony military that protects worlds where some semblance of normalcy of human civilization can be nurtured. Anything that threatens the great cause must be neutralized. The activists must be discouraged for the greater good, so be it. Civilian hierarchies must exist to govern the planets and stations under hegemony rule, but are entirely subordinate to the military. Specifics of civilian organization varies between worlds, as well as domain policy. When in doubt, the hegemony applies a modified domain-era colonial charter to the great political organization. The standard charter civilian hierarchy is generally elected. However, as per martial law, valid candidates must be approved by local military authority. Exceptional times require exceptional measures. Yet still the hegemony fosters the flickering flame of galactic democracy under the same principles that found the domain. The Tachyon has all the best ships, but their decks. Then again, everyone is a different sector. Who was that? Tachyon. Most powerful megacorporation in the sector after fall domain gate systems. Tachyon specialized in cutting-edge AI development, including several notable cases of violating the domain ban on autonomous alpha-level AI and exotic high-power devices. Such engines and warp drives, power generators, energy converters, force fields. Since the collapse, Tachyon has vastly diversified its operations and insinuated itself throughout the sector. Even hostile factions, paranoid of hardwired backdoors, find themselves forced to employ standard Tachyon devices, beginning with the ubiquitous Tachyon PDA. From a certain perspective, the Tachyon corporate charter peculiar algorithmic self-modifying features might be considered to be an abstract form of AI, which makes use of human corporate officers as integral components. To this is a philosophical argument which was never satisfactorily resolved in any way by international convictions of violating the domain's AI ban. Yeah, I don't like robots that much. Well, for now, fine. I guess the harder, like, if you have to join a faction or if you have to choose which one you support, because they are probably constantly warring. Yeah, it's like the hegemony was at war with a bunch of people, so you might, like, the harder start might be picking something like the Luddites, who are actually probably going to have horrible technology, or alternatively going like full freelance. Sure. Okay. We'll find which ships suit you soon enough. You might not even want to deal with the Tritech. Okay. Okay, so this is a single star system, right? We have a star and we have planets, fully surveyed. Academy station and size, orbital station. Is the time advancing when we are on this screen? I don't think so, right? Consider ally hegemony, +2 stability for same faction colonies in system. Orbital station. Then we have debris fields. Actually, just one, I think. Galactic Gate. Okay. And we are currently flying station Pirates size 4 debris field. Is this where we are? We are somewhere over here. Okay, let's approach this station, I guess. Though it's like an academy, so I'm not even sure if it's gonna have anything value. Colonies under personal control, so you can have planets. Insane. Number of colonies under your personal control, and the maximum doesn't include colonies governed by administrative or AI cores. Having more than maximum number results in stability penalty for all your colonies, while having less results in stability bonus. The penalty or a bonus is 2 for each colony over or under the limit. Might be interesting eventually. Some doctrine and blueprints. You can make your own ships. One with heavy industry. Yeah. Let's not delve into that. Custom production. Production, okay. We are traveling, right? Reset. Game resumed. Now we are, okay. Advanced tutorial, okay. Let's do that. Wants me to save again, even though we are not playing on scratches mode. We've gained a level. I've already assigned it, so just that. Done it. Shortly after dispatching the pirates, you receive a light beam communication from the system's main inhabited world, Ansira. Message is brief and asks you to travel there and contact station commander Strong as soon as possible. It's like in a course for Ansira, you don't need to do this. You don't need to do this to travel, but it helps to keep track of where you are going and how long it will take to get there. After dismissing this dialog, press E to open the intel screen to view the details of the message received. Select the message and then click on Show on the Map button. Right. You don't have to play D&D. Okay, no problem, Morris. You're out. Bye. You can also press Tab to open the map and locate Ansira manually. Once you get to Ansira, open the combat directory. Contact Station Commander Strong. Okay, so let's press E for the intel, I guess. Intel, contact. Now I can click on it, but I already set a course there. Where's Ansera? Trouble there. Ansera's pretty far away, and it will take a while to get there at this rate. Sustained burn ability is useful for long distance travel. Activating it will briefly stop the fleet and reduce its acceleration to a minimum, but the maximum burn level will be much higher. A sustained burn can be interrupted by other fleets activating a direction pulse. Activate sustained burn to get to Ansera more quickly. You can also press and hold shift to speed up time. Revenge, burn, direction pulse. We're coming up to an asteroid belt. If you go through at full speed, there's a chance your fleet may be knocked off course, and some of your ships might even suffer damage from asteroid impacts. Slow moving fleet avoids this danger. Plus and hold S just move more slowly until you are through the asteroid belt. Danger is slow, however, especially since the belt is thin and you are only going across it. So you could also get away with just going full. Well, slow down. Didn't feel like it did anything, but maybe it did. Their fleet is getting closer to Ansera, which is controlled by the hegemony, a major militaristic faction sector. While in hegemony space, a fleet is required by law to identify itself by keeping its transponder turned. It's a view shared by most, not all major factions. Turning on the transponder makes your file visible, and everyone seeing it will know who you are. Unlike that parrot fleet you earlier, which had to be very close to identify. Yeah. Keeping your transponder on is a crippling disadvantage in hostile space, but as we are getting closer to port and we'd like to dock there, it's a good idea to turn it on. Activate transponder ability before getting closer to Ansera, to avoid unwanted attention from patrols and to receive clearance. Again to activate. Okay. Your fleet approaches Ansera orbital facility. Fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. You decide to open the com directory, take a shuttle down, set bar, trade goods, hire crew. There are no other options. Cargo, trade screen you can, left click to pick up. Yeah, we know, just... So this is the station, right? Organics. Plastics, fuel, solvents, polymers, products, life support. Local deficit. Yeah. There is like an economy system, so the goods will have different value in other stations. Build personnel, 39 credits per unit. Okay. Roll a filler or hold. Or is it worth it to just sell metal? Probably yes. What are these things? PC. Limited production chip that allows a carrier nanoforges to produce fighters. Collection of notes, guidelines, and practical examples that enable one to adopt and apply the modification of various hulls. And these are ships, right? They're weapons. Mortar kinda sucks, but doesn't really matter. These supplies are probably in deficit, yeah, to the standard price. Can we see a standard price for an item? Probably not. Market. Harvested organs. I don't know, should we sell the iron? Probably yes. But it's not in demand here. Maybe we keep it. But we should probably pick up no, these supplies are horribly expensive. Fuel is not, so we should maybe pick up some of it. Probably fill our tank actually. Because it's standard rate, so that's fine. And then we should probably pick up some crew members. Could go full ship, probably. Like this. Tariffs, 30%. Pay 4,000, okay. What is this? Luxuries. Domestic. Floating guide stars. Okay. I don't really want to pick up anything else, I don't think. Stability. We not confirm it. Why not? I don't want to abort it. You have the money, so we should be able to buy it, right? I don't want to abort it. Well, since it's not allowing me to do anything else, might as well abort it, I guess. But I really want to pick up that fuel. True. It's not allowing me. Oh, I don't have money. It costs 4,000. How? How does it cost so much? Is this fuel? Is it crew? Yes, the crew. Okay, right. I was thinking we had more than we have. Fine. Pick up the fuel. Gonna pick up at least a few people, I guess. Confirm. Don't need fuel yet. Only for interstellar travel. Okay, I was thinking we would burn it as we travel normally. Okay. I've already bought it. Fine. It looks like it's kind of complex, so that's good. It's gonna take a while to get used to all of these things. Can we go into other screens now? So we should complete it, right? So we need to talk to someone. That's just menu, right? No, this is okay. Now, where is the quest? Open the comms. Yeah. It's not the person we are. Oh, yeah, strong. That's strong. Gonna take a drink again. Just a second. A lot of reading today. That's fine. Your fleet approaches on zero orbital facility. Your fleet transmits identification codes via the transponder, and you are soon granted docking clearance. Open the COM directory. You connect to the local COM directory and browse the public and otherwise known listings. You transmit the COM's ID and wait for the system to establish a connection. Establishing connection. The connection request is accepted surprisingly quickly, given that the citizen has many responsibilities. I've come. Excellent. As you are well aware recently, well, I suppose we can skip that. Well, tell us more. Team from Military Academy has been running experiments on the dormant gate in the system, trying to connect it back to the domain gate network. Promising experiments, or so they thought, until an energy pulse we expected would get a response from the gate destabilized jump points leading into the system, cutting us off from the rest of the sector. Rather like how the sector is cut off from the domain. It's small. The stars have a sense of irony. They not decide to continue. The miners of whatever station, which is also located in this system and was operating near us level, that hit the hardest. They turned to piracy, intercepting one of the last food shipments to come in. Out of desperation, no doubt, but there were deaths, and they've put themselves well outside the law. Their leaders know that if the jump points are stabilized and the system is once again part of the sector, they can look forward to life at a penal colony. Absolute best. Where do I fit in? The miners and pirates are guarding the jump points, preventing us from gathering recent readings and coming up with a way to stabilize them. We do have a security detachment that could handle their forces, but they've tied up our they are tied up defending Ansira. The pirates are too much for you to take on, but fortunately you don't have to. Got an agent on that station who was able to gain access to recent sensor readings from the ships guarding the jump points, but they have not been able to get to a long-range comm array to send the data to us. That's where you come in. Head to Daring Q and retrieve the data from our agent and return here. What's in it for us? Mercenaries, some credits naturally. A bit more along the way, and if all goes plan, we'll be able to reconnect with the rest of the sector. There's this. We gained 2k. First off, make sure to turn off your transponder once you undock. If you're I've instructed the security detachment not to give you any trouble about that. If you are lucky, the pirates might even think you are one of their own and let you approach Daring Q without any trouble. Still, it makes sense to go dark as you get closer. Make sure they can't get too good reading on your fleet. You can also approach along that asteroid belt. That will give you almost perfect cover as long as you are moving slowly. Okay, so this is like a stealth tutorial, I guess, mission. They do notice us. When you are in trouble, activate emergency burn to get out of there, lose them, then come back around to try again. Don't e-burn unless you really need to though. It's hard on the ships and it will cost you more supplies to recover from, and a good chunk of fuel too. Okay. And thank you for being willing to help. Come back when you've got the data. Let's leave the station, take a look at the map. So this is the pirates, right? Is there any way to kill them? I don't think so, so gonna have to travel. I mean, where do we have to go? I guess the quest leads us directly to their station, so if we go along the asteroid field, we might be fine, I guess. I might actually scavenge this debris field. Might cost us some machinery, whatever, but okay. Okay. Can you scavenge? Significant risk. But 1 crew and 4 machinery. But are overloaded on fuel now. What is the burn level? I should probably leave the field then. Pick up these tanks. Could have sold the metal. Fine. No, there is another debris field right by the pirates, but probably not gonna be viable to get them. But let's get back, sell the metal. That's not a lot, but some. Let's get a few more people, I guess. And these guys don't even sell any machinery, that kinda sucks. Careful, probably. Go to consumption. Now let's travel there. And we can be using burn. Okay. Travel along the asteroid belt. And go through it if we go very slowly, right? Get damaged a little bit, I guess. It's pirates. That's a big fleet. Let's go through. Is the story point permanently spent when you do that? I guess it is. There's a fleet again. You go dark, which is... I have... Oh yeah, I should turn off my transponder. Can you just turn it off? Spend, but it gives bonus XP, which means you'll level up and earn 1 points faster. Okay. And you probably don't need all the story points anyway, so it's probably fine. Spend like 1, but you probably don't want to spend a whole bunch. You can help it. This is to be spent, right? Makes sense. Station, come on. So what do we do? We can even trade with these guys, I guess. Mining station. Local port authority seems to take no issue with your explanation for why wire transponder can be turned on. I guess you can trade with them. It's all pirate stuff. Does it mean that I don't actually... Is there a way to compare prices? Like, how much would this item cost vanilla, like without any modifiers? Something like that. They might actually sell something that's not in deficit, what's in deficit in another station. No, I doubt it. Supply is also low. Mining blaster. I would like to buy the machinery, but it seems like it's very expensive. What did we need to do? Military option. Income directory. Agent. Right. It should be shown base price if they are not trading. Be away from the market to see the base price. That sucks. If you hover over and F1, it should show prices for different locations. Okay. Let's try that after we talk to this person then. Contact the agent using special comms ID and exchange last prices to verify each other's identities. The agent then transmits data file with recent raw sensor readings of the unstable jump points. F1. Might not work where I am, okay. Yeah, because that's like very crucial information, unless I remember specifically the base price for an item, you know? Actually, I'm going to sell them some fuel, because we are gonna pick up the debris field, like 22 or something, so let's pick up 25 of it, sell it to them, because they are actually in shortage of it. Could even sell more and then buy it from the station where we were, but let's not be greedy, because I'm not sure if they will have shortage as well now. So let's just go. Oh, but yeah, no, deactivate the... Yeah, deactivate the go dark mode. Profitable trades, right. They are still following us, so it's not great. Go this way. Oh no. I guess you cannot do salvaging again. Well, it doesn't really matter. Might pick up some extra fuel eventually, and if it's just for the jumps, might be okay. Let's dock at this station. Let's check out the market first. Can we do it here? The base price? No. That sucks. We're probably gonna have to have a sheet. Get off from the sector so you can see the prices elsewhere. Okay, right. Yeah. That makes sense, I guess. Later on it might become available. Let's go into the other screen then, finish the mission. Relationship improved by a little bit, and we gained 5,000. We have the data well done. There is a brief wait as you transmit the data file. Now, while the system is running a preliminary analysis of the data, I believe you are due a reward. There's a chime in the background and shows concern. You decide to, is there a problem? Yes, the system estimates it take about a cycle to analyze the data and come up with a stabilization algorithm. Naturally, by then the data would be out of date and an algorithm based on it meaningless. If we had an AI core on hand, we could analyze the data more quickly. Fortunately, there's a survey probe somewhere in the system, one left over from initial exploration of the sector by the domain. Should have at least one AI core serving as its brain. Where is it, and why hasn't it been salvaged before? To answer your second question, domain artifacts are usually protected by automated defenses. Still function to this day, and this probe is no exception. The hegemony generally forbids civilian interference with domain artifacts, for the sake of public safety, of course. At times, however. Where the smart includes, it indicates it's somewhere beyond the orbit of Pontus. Get there and head out beyond the asteroid belt and use an active sensor burst. Should at the very least, get a sensor contact with the probe. Head towards it, perform salvage, and bring back the AI core. Pontus is a gas giant in an outer system. Its name on the map, you might have to turn off the inhabited option. The map filter. Okay. I guess we'll just leave. Get the map done. That's it. Let's travel to it and then beyond the asteroid belt and where the sensor is this. Solar flare. Is it something concerned about? Just travel faster, I guess, if you used it. Sure. No, just travel here, okay. Very confusing how it works. The right click is in the travel map and here is left click. It's fine. Okay, activate the sensors. Okay, found it. Your fleet approaches the domain area probe left from the initial domain exploration of the sector. Hit by small impacts, the probe's hull displays iridescent of fearsome radiation scarring. So this probe manufacturer could well date to 1,000 cycles ago. Are still nominally active. And it has automated defense. Drones. Okay. The fleet moves in close. Several energy signatures are detected coming online inside the probe's hold. Engage. Continue. Select which deploy unit. On deploying ship reduces combat readiness by fixed. So they saw that. Get both. Yield. Keep them all on full assault. Which one of them is more dangerous? Can we have any information on them or? Fast missile. I guess we'll start this. Eliminate it. Want to be avoided. Files. Chungus ship has trouble. I guess I might have to cancel the avoid order. Because they are just trying to avoid it. Come on, just get into combat. What is the deal with that? So bad at life. I don't really want to control it manually. I really don't like that. But since it's shit, I might have to do it. Let me just... Wait, can we just control it? No. Now it's doing something at least, but... Okay. Drone has been hit a little bit. This one. Yeah, I guess at least it's a little more powerful than the small one, but it's horribly slow. Has immense trouble getting into combat. Now we have to assign... Okay, we have the elimination order. Okay. Destroy the second drone as well. Your forces fail, able to gain complete victory in the last engagement. Pick through the wreckage. Supply. A little bit of fuel. Machinery and metal. Everything up. Experience. As your fleet finishes mopping up the automated defenses, a weak hyperwave ping is detected coming from the probe. It's unclear if it is a random noise from dying subsystem or some encrypted signal. Your fleet flashes its approach to the main era probe without further incident. Okay. We need to do a salvaging thing. Active. Bunch of supply. I've sold the fuel at the station. Well, I'm just gonna fill up the tank. Pick the machinery, pick the metal. Okay, oversupply. Gonna have to abandon a piece. Your fleet supply consumption has just gone up. Recovering combat readiness used to deploy ships, battle cost supplies. Okay, is it because I have full cargo hold? No, it's because of the combat readiness, right? It's fine. Take a look at the map here. Okay, let's fly closer. Activate the burn, which is 5. Let's go into the shop first. I guess we can sell some of our supplies. We have so much. Gonna get us a lot of credits as well. Sell some of the fuel if we find more, so we can actually take in some more. And sell the metal. Keep the core, of course. Thing. And then 17,000 from that, but it's not enough to do much, I don't think. Could buy some weapons, I guess, if they are better than what we have, but I'm not even sure if we can compare it to things. I have to know. Now, do the crew call count as taking up hold? I don't think so. Marines never needed to meet minimum requirements for all ships. I guess there is no downside to picking up a few more crew members. Fill up the ship. We are probably gonna lose some of them in the events. Drugs, that's just an article of export, right? Same as these things. Yeah. High intensity laser. Where do we see cost of this? There are 5,400 credits for that, 6,000 for the Cyclone Reaper launcher. I'm kind of tempted to buy this and see if we can mount it on the big ship. Maybe it would be worth it. But I'm not sure. Maybe not yet. Just get back. And the comms, we got 8,000 more. Solid work. I'll get my technicians working on this right away. In the meantime, this should cover our expenses, hopefully with a good amount left over. Well, it's 8,000, so for like 10 supplies at these prices, but send you the stabilization algorithm when the core works up. Once you have it, it should be a simple matter of running it using your fleet's drive field as a means of interacting with the jump point. However, there's still the matter of a miners guarding both jump points out of the system. That their forces are significant, well, all relative. Our security detachment could handle them easily, but as I mentioned, it's tied down defending Ansira. Their fleet, on the other hand, you might be able to handle them with some stellar piloting and a bit of luck. But it's best not to take such chances, especially not when there's an alternative. There's a ship graveyard around Tetra. Ships that were deemed not worth the effort to restore, awaiting bulk transit to one of the ship-breaking facilities elsewhere. Now though they'll serve our needs. Go there and recover all the ships you can and break the ones you can't for supplies. Make sure to bring enough crew to operate the recovered ships. Perhaps an extra 100 or so will do. You will need to transport them somehow too. Here, take this Mudskipper transport, consider it part of your reward. Thank you. Go into the shop. So now we have extra capacity for crew, so we should pick up 100 extra crew. It's gonna be costly, but fine. Keep it as a separate stack if possible. Now, I kind of wanted extra machinery. I don't have enough, I have 70. Maybe that's gonna be fine. Yeah, the price is like the pirates were willing to sell us machinery for 300 credits. So what? And sell it for 63. It's a shame they don't have it here. Strange. Probably because the station isn't great and the colony isn't great. You won't have any ships with large missile slots for a while. Okay, so that was a large missile slot launcher then. Didn't realize that. Here, of course. Right. Over to like ships. Guide class shuttle. There whether special measures might be taken to recover the ship. Miracle Worker Samarovsky. Okay, take a look at the chief's report, make a decision. Difficulty recovering. It would cost us. Requires a story point to recover. Well, I don't want to spend a story point for a ship. Salvage it. There are leisure class frigate for it. I don't know if these ships are good. Well, it's very damaged, so probably not this one. Permanent damage mods. Oh yeah, so there are permanent damage modifiers. Lasting damage, that's the permanent stuff, right? There should be few destroyers around that might be worth it though, okay. So if there are any, yeah, okay. Right. Now, salvage it. That doesn't cost a story point. Option is green, right? Former launcher. Gonna pick it up. Increased maintenance. Oh. Salvage it. Kinda sucks we have to salvage all this. Can pick up the weapons at least. No, about this. Probably gonna be damaged, right? Okay. Running out of ships. Gonna have to at least like pick up at least 2, I guess. So I hope that some of these are gonna be fine. Glitched sensor array, that's fine. Gonna gobble up supplies like crazy. Recover it. Some of the ships in your fleet are at dangerous and low combat than us. Deploying these ships in combat is likely to cause critical malfunctions, dealing damage, disabling some weapons and engines for durations of the battle, causing further critical malfunctions during the deployment. Recommended that you let these ships recover before using them in combat. Right. Some extra stuff. Then take a look at the take it apart. What about this? Would need a special point. I guess I can take a look at it. Oh no, it's just horrible. So I just managed to only get one. I'm not sure if that's gonna be enough for the fight. I hope that it will be. Oh, there's also a salvage field. Is it the one we started with? Might be. Yeah, I don't think that's a new thing. Can do 5. For days for full repair our things. Okay, so that's fine. We need a station. Some ships in fleet. Yeah, I know, just don't show it. Take a look at the things. I'm gonna sell the metal. Maybe we should also sell a little bit of the supplies. But then again, it's gonna cost us to repair things. Guess we can sell a little bit of the fuel. And then what about the weapons? We could take a look at the fitting, maybe. Sell that. Add. Fitting. Right. And cannon, fuel cannons. Can we see our things? Ordnance points. It doesn't have weapons, right? So if you click on it, you can see what we have. Okay. Light dual autocannon. Turret, railgun. Missile hardpoint owned. Guess you can give them that. Then we don't have another hardpoint weapon for that. Guess that's fine. Weapon groups. So we can specify what kind of weapons are in what kind of groups. And this is probably the where can they actually shoot. You don't want to refit in space. Close combat readiness. Right, that's what it said, but are we not in the station? Or do we have to like dock or something? Open storage in the station. I'm in the station though, right? Or R to refit. Where I was before. I think I'm in the station. Yeah, it's because I got this new ship, so it started as damaged. Capacity, what is this? Box capacity, it costs money to do that, or? Or it costs points, right? And we have how many points left? Can we see it anywhere? And a captain. Oh, we can get this guy to command a big one. Can I see the points left? 70 ordnance points left. That's a lot. I cannot really give it much. I have this, so let's give it that. Any other free slots? I cannot fit anything in here basically. We should just probably dump a bunch of the points into this. Brad has the ordnance points for that ship. This. Yeah. Right. So is it a good idea to just dump it all? The old. Is it affecting it? I guess it's fine. What are the weapon groups? We could group them up. Be like this. Could give it modifier. I guess making it a little faster would actually be good. Is there auxiliary thrusters? Maneuverability? Yeah. Is it gonna cost me a lot? Do I see cost anywhere or? Kind of confusing to me. I guess it's done. It doesn't really cost anything. It just costs the points, right? Okay, what about the other ships? These are tiny compared to it, right? This is the skipper, that's the transporter. Okay, I could just give it the cargo capacity, I guess, but let's not bother. There's a machine gun. Right, so let's take a look. Bombs. Bunch of rust buckets, aren't they? But put some weapons on them, get a proper refit done, and with a dedicated crew, they'll do alright. Numbers done what the pirates have got, isn't that right? Yeah, I was just about to talk to you about that. Much to buy on the open market, but we have some stores for the ordered local storage space to be assigned to, and some suitable weapons transferred here, along with enough supplies to speedily bring the new ships back to full readiness. Use them to outfit your new ships. Make sure you've got enough crew for a full complement on every ship, and then break the rogue minor defenses on the jump point. Once this conversation is passed, press R to open the refit screen after selecting ship. Okay. It's gonna seem like they can work miracles. Sometimes let me transmit the results. Luckily, if you fail, well, you have to send the security first to the job. Then it could get very messy. Explanation indeed, or I wouldn't send you, but it's my responsibility as commander to plan for every eventuality, not rely on a miracle savior. Now about these miners, the two fleets guarding the jump point will aid each other. If you engage one and the other is nearby, so it will be easier fight to manage to separate them first. If you can't, it should still be a fight you can win though. Okay, get another weapon, yes. An autocannon. What is this? Light 2 autocannon. Guess the heavy mortar is better. How many points? Get that. Lower the vent. Right. Or just weapon groups. Okay, so that should be done. I guess it's time to take a look at the pirates. By each jump gate they will have things. Let's go there. We don't have the vacation, so we'll see. Once we get kinda close, I'm gonna also go dark, I think. Get closer, yeah, it does. Is it two of them at once? Yes. I guess we might have to see if they separate by themselves, maybe. A little bit. We definitely don't want to fight both of them at once, because I don't think we are in a shape to do that. Maybe lure one of them off. That one is coming, okay. Turning the enemy. Disengage and try to do that again, but how? Maybe luring them away would have been better, but I don't think we can fight all this. They also have a frigate like we do, so yeah, that would be very bad, I think. Just go in and fight, yeah. It's just... Yeah, but they were shit. But then again, I guess if we die, it's not a big deal, but... Hey, it was a turn, welcome. Shit is better than no shit, yeah, I guess. But they were really bad. Well, what can you do? It's gonna be the... Oh, no. Just continue. Let it happen. Let it happen. Now, is there anything we can really do? I suppose we could target the assault frigate and then... Yeah, try to see what happens, I guess. Yeah, maybe the smaller ones are gonna be fine, but no. already overwhelming some of the defenses. But okay. Now what's happening over here? They're just getting picked off. It's a freaking crate in space. Cannot move for shit. Look at this one. What are they doing? Retreating or? Too confusing to me. Well, this is lost for sure, but I guess he almost did it. If he had like one more ship, it could have been better. This is not viable, so let's just embrace the abyss, I guess. Your fleet has been defeated. Normally if it happens, you and your remaining crew will be spent some time behind the scenes assembling a small fleet of recovered ships. During the course of this tutorial, the only available option is to reload the last save. I'm not running with saves though, but this is still the tutorial, I guess. Oh no. Push me all the way back here. Well, this is fun. I guess I have to still complete the tutorial. Well, it has been 2 hours. At least I can look at this. I cannot do more of this right now because it has been a lot of freaking reading of all the different words that are very unstandard for my scrubby English. So my mind is just absolutely tattered. And also this game is very strange to me, but I guess it might be good. I like the management side of things, but the combat feels incredibly jank. I'm gonna have to call it. Take a look if there is someone we can raid. Adicious is the only one you've got. Yeah, UFO defense. It's not great. I don't like to watch that, but he's the only person from the community that's up currently, so let's raid him. At least to get some extra soul. So anyways, cheers.